Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a fun tag video. I was tagged by the lovely Charis from LV Lovers CC, and I do actually have a surprise. Her new jewelry piece that she launched with Louisa. I was kindly gifted this piece from Charis and from Louisa, so I'm going to show you what these are all about in a minute. But I was tagged to do this video to talk about my luxury regrets. You know, if I had a time machine and I could go back in time, which pieces do I regret purchasing? And it's really hard for me to do this video because the pieces that I regret buying technically are no longer with me. They're no longer in my collection because usually when I figure out that something is not working for me, I quickly let it go. I know sometimes we all have a difficult time letting go of pieces, and I sure have felt that from time to time, but generally I have a fairly easy time letting go, not just of luxury items, but of anything in my life that's just not working for me. So the ones that I truly regretted, I wouldn't really call them regrets because I let them go. I know that the new owners are enjoying them and they're not taking up space in my life, in my closet. So I'm going to take a few liberties with this tag video, and instead I'm going to share with you the 10 least used luxury items in my collection, and I'm going to talk about whether or not I may have regretted from time to time and how I feel about them today. But for starters, let me show you this beautiful pair of earrings. They did a partnership or collaboration with Charis. So these are actually called the Charis earrings. So this is the little pouch that it comes in, and that is the original packaging. So this is my first piece of Louisa jewelry of any kind, but of course I've seen them. I've seen their work on a lot of Instagram pages and YouTube channels, and I know that they're highly, highly recommended. So these beautiful hoop earrings, yes, Charis worked for, I think it was about a year with Louisa to design these special earrings, and I'll show you what's so special about them. I actually wore these today, but then I put them back in so I can show you the packaging. So I have very sensitive ears, so I cannot wear anything other than fine jewelry. These here, I'll give you a close-up, did not irritate me one bit. I wore them all day today because the posts are made of titanium. And if you're familiar with titanium, it is a very light but incredibly durable metal. And this here, this entire post did not bother me at all. Then the gold here, it's 14K gold plating all around. And this is a real freshwater pearl. So look at the details. If you watch Charis's launch video talking about these earrings, you will see how much thought and meticulousness she put into designing and redesigning with the Louisa team to get this perfect to her exact specifications. There's a little detail here at the end. What I love specifically about these hoops, aside from the size, by the way, the size is like perfect. Not too big, not too small, not too dainty, but not too loud. Really nice, medium, classic size. But the pearl here, it comes off. So this is how I wore it today, casual. If you want to dress it up, you can put the pearl back on, but this is how I wore this. And you put the post back in. And very, very simple and light, super lightweight, very, very comfortable and carefree. Now, I haven't worn hoop earrings of any kind in probably about 10 or 15 years. I used to wear hoop earrings a lot, but lately I've been wearing studs, diamond studs, pretty much every day. Those are the only earrings that I've been wearing, but I'm having so much fun with these and revisiting what it feels like to have dangly hoop earrings. So again, all you have to do is take the pearl and you just feel like dressing it up again. It goes right in, so easy. This is really ingenious. I love this design. And then there you have it. So I would say it's roughly about the size of maybe a quarter, you know, like a 25-cent coin. So, and then this movement here I think is really nice too. It's not like just stuck on. And Charis talks about in her launch video that she wanted the open hole, the spaces here on the sides, to be closed up and filled with the gold, which they've done, and I think that adds a little bit more of a touch, and it looks really nice. So yeah, check out Louisa. Obviously this is not sponsored, obviously I don't get any kind of commission, no affiliate links, nothing at all. This is just me helping to spread the word on a beautiful pair of earrings, on Charis earrings. And you know, if you've been following me here on my channel and also on Instagram, Charis and I recently met when she visited New York and we became fast friends. So happy to share the excitement around her very first jewelry piece. So here we go. Absolutely lovely. So thank you, Charis, for sending these to me. Thank you, Louisa. And yeah, happy to have these in my jewelry collection. So let me put those away and then get on with the show. So here you see my Chanel Classic Flap, medium size, and it is the Vintage 6 Series in the lambskin with silver hardware. I purchased this pre-loved, and this, I have to say, unfortunately is one of my least used luxury items in my collection. I mentioned that I have 10 I'll be showing you today. In no particular order, this is the first one I wanted to show you. I do love this. I feel like Chanel Vintage is extra, extra special. The quality is there, the history is there. I do love this, and I got a great deal on it. However, for some reason, when it comes to reaching for Chanel, I'll show you, I seem to gravitate more towards the other bags in my collection. So let me grab them. This one here is my mini rectangle. And I don't know if it's because of the size or because of the ease of the single flap, right? That one is the classic double flap. Or if it's this beautiful buttery color from the 21P collection. I don't know what it is, the combination with the champagne gold hardware. I just really love this one, and it's very easy for me to wear with my outfits. So when I'm going for Chanel lambskin, I seem to gravitate more towards this versus the black one. I still do use the black one. It's not like it just sits in my closet collecting dust. I definitely use this. I just don't use it as much as some of my other bags. So if I was to be really specific about the most used and the least used, I would say this would probably fall within the least used category as opposed to this one. And then I also have this beauty. This was the most recent Chanel purchase that I made from the boutiques, and this is the beige Claire caviar with yellow gold hardware. And this, for some reason, has really surprised me time and time again because I gravitate towards this bag so often. I use it so much. I'm really surprised by how often I grab this. And so because these are the exact same size, the medium classic flap, you would think I would go for the black since I wear black a lot, but I don't know why I do wind up going for this. I don't know if it's the color, if it's because it's caviar, but yeah, I go for this a lot. So that kind of explains why the black one is sitting in one of the least used spots. Okay, I can leave those out for some eye candy, and then I'm gonna move on to another Chanel piece. This one here is a beauty in my eyes, even though my daughter teases me and says that this looks like recycled trash. I'll link her critique video up above if you missed it. It's funny, but also brutal. This one here is the large size O case, and this is the houndstooth tweed. I think they call it the Chanel ribbon tweed. There's a specific name for it. Anyway, the black and white and the detail, how the ribbon is all printed, it's just so intricate and beautiful. And here's the back pocket. Very, very simple champagne gold hardware. As you can tell by the way I'm speaking, I do really love this piece. I think it's very special, it's unique, and it also screams Chanel with the tweed. But this in my mind is a seasonal piece, so I tend to only go for this like in the late fall or winter months. Definitely not a summer piece, also not for spring. So the only reason why this is in the least used section is because I can't use this all year round, right? Do I regret purchasing this? No, not at all. The retail price on this was below $1,000 at the time, which I think is a really great price considering the size and the functionality of this piece. So I don't regret either of these two purchases, which is why I say I'm taking liberties with this tag video, because technically I'm supposed to be using this concept of going back in time and undoing my regrets, but I don't regret the bags that I'm showing you in this video. It's more like I wonder if they are the best value for the price considering how much use or how little use I'm getting. And then I also start to consider like cost per wear, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. The next bag I want to show you is another Chanel, so let me go grab that. Okay, this big bag here is my jumbo single flap. Let me just undo her. I don't think I can ever say that I regret purchasing this bag, because if you know the story of how I waited so long, many years, to kind of earn this bag until I got to a place financially and in my life stage where I felt I could splurge. So this too I purchased pre-love. Single flap, as we know, has been discontinued, so it's not available. I love the single flap, the ease of it. I also like that it makes the bag considerably lighter than the double flaps. This one here still has really great structure, which is hard to find for the single flaps. Sometimes they get really pointy at the top. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's the one. Flat CC, silver hardware. Beautiful, beautiful chains. This, I just have to say, is in the least used grouping because it's so big. And as you know, I'm gravitating towards a lot of smaller crossbody style bags, like this kind of size. But this bag is definitely not a regret. I probably should use it more. I probably will use it more in the future. I will remind myself to use it more, but it's big, it's noticeable, it's heavier than the other bags. So yeah, but look at it, so pretty, so gorgeous. So I'll put this behind the other one. Okay, and then let's move on to some SLGs. So this one here, I borderline regret, sort of. So this is my Saint Laurent compact size wallet. It is the only compact size wallet in my entire collection of any kind, like whether it's designer, non-designer. I don't have any compact wallets. I only have card holders. So when I saw this a couple years ago, I was really smitten by the quality of the croc embossing. It's super shiny, so smooth, very nice to the touch. It's got the silver hardware. For some reason, when it comes to Saint Laurent, I love their black with silver hardware. Something gives off a very kind of like rocker chic, sort of edgy vibe. So inside is super soft lambskin, but as you can see, the pockets are pretty much looking brand new because I've only used this wallet a handful of times. It's really good for travel if you have more foreign bills and coins to keep with you, but for day-to-day use, my card holders or my Chanel mini O case that I sometimes use as a wallet is plenty because I just use a couple of cards and a little bit of cash. So because this is my only compact size wallet, I'm going to hang on to it, but I have to admit, from time to time, when I have vlog sales or I'm decluttering, I do kind of hem and haw about this one, and I'm like, should I let it go? Should I not? And usually I just wind up putting it back, and that's why it's still in my collection. But in terms of cost per wear, the number of times I've used it, I've definitely not made good use of it. I think it was like $750 or so plus tax, roughly around there. So it was, kind of pricey for a wallet, but it is gorgeous. So definitely want to show you that one. And then the other SLG is this one here, another wallet. This is a Prada Saffiano leather wallet in a beautiful, bright, cheerful bubblegum pink, very durable. I have had this for well over 10 years, and it's big, it's big. It's got the gold hardware. I've got some stuff in here at the moment, like unused cards and paperwork. This just stays in my drawer, my dresser drawer. I don't regret purchasing this because I got a lot of use out of it when I bought it. The first maybe 5 years or so, I used it daily. It's just my bags have gotten smaller. Everything I carry has gotten lighter, so I don't find the use for a big continental size wallet. But this is, again, the only continental size wallet in my entire collection. So it doesn't make sense for me to let this go because at one point I might want or need one. There's a little mark there, but otherwise, I think it looks like it's in pristine condition considering it's been over a decade. Yeah, so this one here, definitely one of the least used nowadays, but it was quite used back in the day. And then this one here is a jewelry piece, or I should say timepiece. And let me explain. So this is my Cartier. This is a discontinued model. I think it's the Mademoiselle or Demoiselle. I think it's called Demoiselle. The battery has stopped. This is the second time the battery has stopped in over 15 years. So battery lifetime is really good on the Cartier watches. I do need to go to the store and get it serviced and cleaned and get a new battery put in. So I'll do that soon. But I'm not using any watch these days because I just seem to use my phone for everything, including checking the time. This is the one timepiece that I have. I will have it forever. It was a gift from my parents when I got married. It was kind of like a wedding gift sort of, and it was a splurge for them. So it just means a lot on many levels. And I will never buy another watch ever. I know that for sure. I don't need a Rolex. I don't need any other designer watches. This is the one and only for me. It has so much meaning, and it's such a beautiful classic watch. It has a sapphire piece there, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. So I will get this serviced, and then I will probably start wearing this a little bit more in the future. I definitely don't regret having this or keeping this, even though it was a gift and I didn't buy it for myself. I consider this to be just one of the luxury pieces in my collection that I love. Just least used nowadays. Cost per wear, I got a lot of use. So much use. I wore this daily, every single day for, I don't know, well over a decade until recently. So almost 15 years until recently. And I used to be the kind of person that also slept with their watch on. I can't do that anymore, but so you get my point. So I am very happy to have this piece. I just need to go and get it serviced. Okay, then let's go back to the handbags. I have 4 more bags that I want to show you that are in the least used category. Okay. So here is the other handbag. So this is my Lady Dior. It's the ABC Dior. And it's fairly new to me. I unboxed this several months ago here on my channel and was so excited, still excited every time I look at her. I mean, she's gorgeous. Champagne gold hardware, the matte blush lambskin. Let me open this up. And I think, to be fair, this is probably in the least used because, well, 2 reasons. One, it's still newer to me, so I haven't had much time to wear it. And 2, I have so many crossbody bags that I love. It is honestly competing with some of my other bags. So here's the strap. It's really thick. It's really comfortable. I put 3 charms. The ABC Dior comes with 3 charms. It's included. So I've got a dragonfly, which represents transformation, a heart, which obviously represents love, and then a lion because I am a Leo. I have a July birthday. So yeah, this is a gorgeous classic. No one can argue that. I do find it to be a little bit cumbersome because, I don't know, the design, maybe the flap. But I do think I'm going to get more use out of this bag as time goes on. I wonder if, in hindsight, I would have looked for this pre-loved because for some reason, Lady Dior bags don't hold their value as well as you would think, even though it is such an iconic classic. So if you look at places like Fashion File, you'll see a bunch of Lady Dior's that are marked well below current retail prices. Now, if you can find one in excellent condition, that might be a really smart way to go. However, this matte finish is newer, so in the last few years, so it might be really hard to find this or this exact combination. I never saw this combination size and everything on the pre-loved market. If I had and I saw that it was like, I don't know, $1,000 cheaper than retail, I might have gone that route, but yeah, still really happy to have this beautiful classic in my collection. So where should I put her? Okay, so I will put her there just for some eye candy. And then moving on, here is another bag with very good cost per wear. I mean, the value on this, I've had this for over, I don't know, about 20 years. It's a vintage Prada. I hold on to it for sentimental reasons mainly. I used this a lot when I was younger in my 20s, but I have not reached for this bag as of late, so I would say this bag is probably considered retired. My only retired bag in my luxury handbag collection. So yeah, it's in the back of my closet. Very much least used of all. Do I regret choosing this one when my husband and I went shopping together? No, I got a lot of use. It's just not the right style for me now in my current life stage, but still think it's gorgeous. Look at the zipper. How pretty is the zipper? Okay, then dun, 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 my Birkin 30 in the gold togo with palladium hardware. This one is still very new to me, and the only reason why I'm putting this in the least used category is because it's so new. I haven't had a chance to use her much, and she's a Birkin, so it's not like I'm going to use her every single day running around the city with my kids. It's not super practical to do that. I prefer to be hands-free, and this obviously is a top handle or crook of the arm kind of bag. I answered a lot of questions regarding the Birkin and how I scored the Birkin and my choices around, choosing this color combination, size, etc. If you missed my Q&A video, I'll link it up above. Just jam-packed with answering. I think it was 40 of the questions that I received from all of you guys. But yeah, over time, I think this will move up into one of the more regularly used handbags in my collection. But for now, it's still quite new, and it's been christened, it's been taken out, but it hasn't been like really broken in. And then let's see where I can put this one. Okay, so I've just adjusted the camera so you can see a little bit more of the eye candy. And then my final piece that I want to show you is from Louis Vuitton. And it's so big, it's kind of hard to get fully in the camera shot up close like this, but this you will have seen already if you've been on my channel before. This is the Speedy bandolier in the 35 size in the gorgeous damier ébène. This is a made in France. Don't know if you can see. And I love how the piping is so straight and neat and smooth. Not all of the Speedies unfortunately have that. Some of them are quite wonky and dented and all of that. This is brand new from the boutique, and I've used this for overnight travel, for short travel, and the reason why this is in the least used category is because it's a travel bag. I'm not going to use this as an everyday bag. It's much too large for that. I did a couple of videos showing how I pack it for overnight, and I also did another video showing how I pack it with this beautiful red organizer that I got to keep the structure. This is from ZOOMONI, not sponsored. So it has lots of structure and organization, and it prevents the slouchiness on the bottom, which I love because I don't like the slouchiness. So this bag is always going to be in one of the least used spots because, like I said, functionally it serves a very specific purpose, which is to travel with. And yeah, it's my one beautiful travel piece from LV. Okay, so that I think is it. Those were the 10. Let me put this down. Okay, I've adjusted the camera again, just so you can see a little bit more of the smattering of 10 items that I've pulled out. And yeah, technically I don't regret any of these. This is why I say I've taken liberties with the tag video, but thank you to Charis for tagging me to do this video. It was really fun. I know sometimes it's really helpful to hear from others why they either regret something or they've let go of something. Now, the items that I've let go of are not featured here, but I think if you've been following my channel regularly, you will know which ones have disappeared. I did a full updated Louis Vuitton collection video recently. If you missed it, I'll link that up above so you can see which items I still have and which ones are missing. And then very soon I will be doing an updated Chanel collection video as well as an updated Hermes collection video. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel and you enjoy this type of content, I welcome you to subscribe and join the community. Thanks so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.